Hello. Just want to test something and talk about some things. Okay. Should be live now. Hello. Set space dash space 1 CART.
Set 1. Switch to channel 1. Waiting for live stream. Start. Resume forwarding YouTube messages. Start. Set 1.
Okay. Now I need to do create a dashboard, stream, to change some titles. Give me 1 second, hold on. Yo, hold on. I want to talk something. I want to share something with you guys. Let me pause this one. Hello. Uh, 1 minute. Yo. Slash title. Space. How do I paste this now? Paste. Enter. I hope the title changed. Give me 1 second. Odeon 2. Thanks for the Prime subscription. Wait, who is this? I did not expect that. Thanks for the sub. Give me a second. I'm outside in the middle of the forest and street. But anyways. There are insects here, man. Give me a second. Let me just sit down somewhere where there are no ants. Hold on. Where is flash? And to sit where there are no ants, and there are ants everywhere here. I'll just sit on the road with them. This is so weird to do though. Anyways, thanks for the sub. Literally sitting in the under the street light or there at night in the middle of, it's about it's 10:13 at night, so that's 22 hours 13 minutes over here in India. Let me just switch the flash on. Alright, let me just do this. I guess it's better this way. I think. I just hope this is better. Okay, yeah, today I had like a crazy day. Okay, so in the morning at around 10:30 in the morning, my friend calls me and says, hey, are you free today? We'll go for not Odysseus, the Odyssey movie, which was at about 4 o'clock. So I was playing League of Legends, and then I was like wondering if I should even go there or not. And at 3 o'clock he calls me again and he says, let's go for the movie, and he said I agreed to it. The movie was at 4. I was supposed to leave early. I ended up going there at about 4:20 actually. Yeah, I reached there at 4:20. So the thing is, I generally travel in my bike, right? My friend said, don't go in the bike, and we'll just go in, like we'll come back in car, because he has his car over there and it's raining, so like He told me to not take bike, just take the bus. Bike from here to the cinema theater takes about 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes actually, because I'll be going at around 60 km per hour, and the theater is about 16 to 17 kilometers far away from my home. I start at around 3:30. Then I went to the bus stop, parked my bike, took off my key. I took a bag this time because I just wanted to, just in case if I was going to stream, do an IRL live stream there after the movie, talk about the movie and do a review. Yeah, I was considering that, so I took a power bank as well, power bank and selfie stick, put it in my bag. Is there a bike approaching? Anyways, since we are in the middle of the road. Okay, so back to the adventure today. Yeah, I was left my bike in the bus stop, took the bus. The bus was so slow that the travel distance is like 20 kilometer, and it should ideally take around 30 minutes in bus. But this bus driver, he kept stopping in like random spots for passengers to get down. It was as if it was like local bus. Generally express buses, they don't stop. There are only 3 stops altogether from bus stop to the destination. Yeah, the bus was going extremely slow, and it took almost 45 minutes for me to reach there. So I got into the movie late, but apparently there's nothing much in like first 20 minutes of the movie. So I didn't really miss much. I already know about the Trojan War and all. I have watched the 2004 Troy movie, the one with the Brad Pitt in it. Brad Pitt is like Achilles. So yeah, I asked him if they showed Achilles or not. He said they didn't show the Achilles. So I missed like first 20 minutes of the movie. Anyways, overall the movie is actually really good. Like, it's more of a philosophical one than like an actual like adventure Odyssey, like a voyage. It's more like a philosophical movie, to be honest. Like a typical Nolan movie, even he made even Dunkirk a philosophy. There's nothing much in Dunkirk to be, to make a movie out of it. Anyways, that's just Nolan being Nolan, I guess. Yeah, the movie, I really like the Cyclops. Hold on, is that someone? Never mind, that's the dog. So I really like the Cyclops portrayal of Cyclops in this movie. Cyclops, then the giants were like just bigger humans, to be honest. Very slow moving, big humans. They weren't like giants as you would have probably seen in some other movies related to Zeus or like Perseus, Perseus or Poseidon, etc. Like the Greek folklore or whatever you call it. Yeah, the giant island was like mediocre, to be honest. They could have done better. They should have made giants like a proper giants, at least like 3 times the size of a normal human or 4 times, and they should have put some variation as well. That would have been better. Every giant looked pretty much like 2x the size of a normal human. That was a bit of a disappointing for me, to be honest. I think other than that, till that part it was good. The part which I really liked was the Odysseus and Calypso. There is Calypso in this movie. That was surprising. I didn't really expect Calypso to be there. So yeah, the whole thing is like about civilization and the Greek civilization, and like the values that they have, to not break the Zeus law, to just be like, again, the story itself was right. Troy, the kingdom of Troy, and the Greece was like multiple kingdoms, right? They combined attacked Troy. They should have just stuck to trading and having not broken the law of Zeus. not using an offering which is considered the horse, the Trojan horse, which is considered an offering to be used that way. So that they get cursed and like things follow. Anyways, in that entire voyage, only Odysseus survives. The rest of his crew member and his allied forces perish away when they are coming back after the 10-year long war. Yeah. Well, enough of the movie. The movie is overall great. This movie you cannot really watch it in TV. You have to go to theater. Like you need the theater experience and ambience to feel the philosophical a vibe to it that it has. Yeah, but other than that, okay. So the thing is, I took my bag to the movie theater, and obviously inside the theater bags are not allowed. It was a school bag, 45-liter big one. I left the bag in the entrance. Inside the entrance, there's like a space over there. I left my bag over there. Went to the movie, watched the movie, sat for 3 hours almost straight. Came back out. I was extremely hungry, so we went out to eat nearby, just went walking. And in all that time, I forgot that I even brought my bag. Because all I was thinking was about the movie and all the reference that they had given. Because the last time I watched the Trojan War movie was like more than 10 years ago. So I sparsely remember it. I don't remember much of it. Anyway, so I forget that I brought my bag and I had kept it in front of the theater and the cinema entrance. And so what happens is that I completely forget about it. While coming back, I was coming in my friend's car. And the worst part is that the key for the bike, for which I had to, I took my bike to the bus stop. From bus stop, I took a bus. When I come back to bus stop, I see that I don't have my bike key. Then I just suddenly remembered that I left my bag in the theater. So after this, what happens is that I call my friend my friend almost left actually in his car. He dropped me and he left. I said goodbye and then I called him. He came back and then I said what happened, that I left my bag in the theater hall and I had to actually get it back. It was already 8 o'clock at night time. So he has to go home because he has work tomorrow obviously, and I need my bike and the bag back as well. So I just asked him for some money, which I generally don't like to do, but yeah, I had to ask him for money because I didn't have any cash with me because my wallet was inside the bag. Everything except my mobile was in the bag. My bike key, my wallet, my power bank, my wires, charging everything for the phone. I just left it in the bag and left it in the cinema hall. The funny thing is, after he gave me the money for the bus ticket, I realized that there are no bus. It's already 8. So then my immediate thought was to just call a friend of mine. Like I have a friend I have a few friends who help me whenever I need them, right? Okay, so that happened. I called him and he said he'll reach in like another 10 minutes. And he comes in a scooty. So I was thinking like we'll just go in a scooty to the cinema hall. This guy, he comes to me and then he asks, Anna, nimatra bike ide alla hop anta. So what he does is he takes his scooter key, puts it inside his dicky, the storage space, and then he locks it. And then he tells me, yeah, let's go. I was like, yeah, my bike key is inside the bag and the bag is in Manipal in the cinema theater. And then he's like, how will we go then? I said, you brought your scooter. How we'll go in your scooter? And then he's like, no, I put my key inside the dicky. How will we go? And then I had such a bad vibe, it was almost like a perfect storm. It was not supposed to happen, but it somehow happened. I don't know how this happened. Okay, so then I think, my mind is thinking, which friend can I call who will be able to immediately come and help me out. Travel 14 kilometers to and fro, and recover my bag. And then I was just thinking who might be actually helpful. And funnily enough, there is a shopkeeper, who I had, given him a medical advice. I hope it helped him. He said it did help him. I prescribed him some medication for his, he could not do lateral raises in his hand because he had a pain in his deltoids. So I had to, prescribe him some medication for it. I actually gave him a medicine as well. I went to pharmacy and got him medicine last week actually. So I wondered if he would help me. I go to him and ask him if he has a vehicle, a two-wheeler or anything that I can borrow and just go and come back very fast. The funny part is he does have a scooter, but it's not under his name. So he was very hesitant to give it to me, even though he knows me and is very friendly to me and I'm very friendly to him. He was still hesitant. Of course I wouldn't give my bike to strangers, right? And I'm pretty much a stranger only, even though he knows that I live here nearby and even he lives nearby, not very far away. His house is nearby itself. So he was very hesitant to give me bike. I had to somehow plead in front of him, not beg as such, but just ask for help. So he said, yeah, I'll give it to you, and go slowly, be careful, don't go fast and all. So he gives me his scooter keys. Me and my friend who brought his scooter took his keys out and locked it inside his storage space, and we couldn't use his scooter. So we had to get the scooter from the shopkeeper. We took his scooter. I drive, he sits in the back. The moment I start the scooter, it starts to rain. This is just perfect storm, back to back 3 instances. That's just perfect storm for it. It almost felt like I was playing Odyssey myself, to be honest. Then we go, we say, yeah, screw it, we'll take the scooter and just drive through the rain and get wet, whatever. We go ride in the scooter. It's raining heavily. I get drenched immediately, in 10 minutes I'm completely wet, completely drenched in water. 14 kilometers I had to travel from the bus stop to Manipal and then come back. So that's 14 plus 14, 28 kilometers drive in rain. No street lights, no lights, just the headlights, and quite narrow road and a few potholes as well. But it's night time, it's a bit dangerous as well because it's raining like that. Then we go there. I called the cinema hall, okay, and I asked them if my bag is still there. If it would be even worse if I had gone there and suddenly my bag wasn't even there. That would be just a nightmare. I'll have to go to the police then. Oof, I don't want to deal with police here. Ooh, yeah, that would be nightmare. So we go there, and before going, I actually call them and say, there's a backpack It's black and yellow in color. Is it still there or not? And the cinema guys say, yeah, there is one, and there is one helmet as well. I said the helmet is not mine, only the bag. And then they asked me, can you take? Are you coming back now? So I say I'll try to come today. I'm trying right now, but it's raining, and I'm borrowing someone's scooty, a shopkeeper scooty, not even my friends, not even close friend. It's a shopkeeper who happened to be very friendly to me. Maybe it was because I helped him once before. Strange how things work though. Like, I'm quite sure if it was some other shopkeeper, they wouldn't help me. Yeah. So okay, so we start riding. Okay, me and my friend, we ride in the scooty. I go slowly. Okay, I don't go very fast because it's not my bike, not my scooty. So we travel slowly, and it's pouring. It's like so heavily raining. I get drenched, he gets drenched, we both don't have raincoats. My underwear gets wet, like it's raining that heavily. Yeah. Then I go to the finally reach there in about 20 minutes in the scooty. We take the inner road. We don't even take the highway. I don't want to take highway when it's raining this heavy. Some other vehicles will come and splash all the water on me. So we take the inner road. And even inner road there are vehicles. The inner road is supposed to be empty at this time of the day. Night time. Who is driving over there? And there are potholes from the rain that it has damaged the roads. Anyway, so finally I managed to reach there, retrieve my bag. Finally we are coming home. When I'm traveling, when we were traveling back, it didn't rain as much, but it was very cold because I was completely drenched and wet. Yeah, it didn't rain that much. It rained a bit, but wasn't as bad when we left to get back the bag. It's so weird that it happened on this day. I don't know if you can see the moon, by the way. Look at the moon. Hello, Jimmy. Anyways, I'm just telling the story that I'm not paying much attention to chat because I'm telling a story of the day's adventure today. Oh, that's crazy, man. Like, the thing is, it's only crazy because this wasn't expected, this was like an unexpected journey. Then in the movie Odyssey, right? I mean, not Odyssey, the Odyssey movie, there is a lot of sailing in the storm. I was riding in the storm, riding the scooty in the storm. Well, not proper storm, but still, you get my point. It was raining heavily, completely drenched, and the unlucky things that happened back to back, like 3 times. First, I left my bag. Second, I had to call my friend and ask him for money. Third, there were no buses to use the money to go there. Fourth, I had to call my friend, tell him to bring his scooty, and then he locks his scooty. Oh, this is so stupid. He puts the key of his scooty inside the storage and locks it. And then he tells me, we'll take your bike and we'll go. Oh, I literally told him that my bike is like, scooty. Jimmy, what? Jimmy, what? I can't even read, my eyes. Oh, my eyes, I can't read. Sorry. Hello, paranormal. Why are you gay? What? Oh, Jimmy done gooning. Huh? Okay, was gooning. Gooning to my stream? Oh, that's wild. Anyway, paranormal. Did you watch Odyssey movie? Quite nice actually. Anyways, let me swap. Yeah, so we come back. Then I give my. So this is what happened. Okay, I give back the scooty that I took from the shopkeeper, and he was laughing. Okay, because the moment we left, it started to rain. It started to pour. Okay, it started to rain heavily, and it wasn't his scooter to give to begin with. Like it wasn't his registered scooter. It was someone else's, which he borrowed, and then he had to trust me enough to give, that scooty. I mean, if it was his own vehicle, he would have probably given, I guess, but it wasn't his, so he had to do that as well, risk it, because then there would be three line of, it would me, him, and the person who owns the vehicle, scooty. If something happens to the scooter, there will be three line of accountability. That would be rough. That would be so annoying to explain to police if that something like that happened. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to yap about that. And see, now it's not raining. When I'm outside and just talking, I can see the moon. It was raining so heavily when I just, when it was an emergency, it always rains. Now I can see the moon, even though it's a bit cloudy, but still, it's crazy, man. Crazy day. You don't have any friends to go with? Oh, that's sad. Anyways, Odyssey, if you want to watch, you have to go in theater. The vibe you get, right, from watching the movie, you can only get it in theater. So it's a must watch, to be honest. W day? No, bro, that's crazy day. I don't want these misfortunes, back-to-back misfortunes happen to me ever again. How is the lighting here, by the way? Can you guys see anything? I have to look all the way up for you guys to even see my face properly. And, street light. Now you guys can't see anything. Now I'm like an enigma. Anyways, how was your day? Also, I'm streaming on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch, all three platforms, live at the same time. Jimmy, you banged a big stone on your rim at 74 km/h when a Volvo was driving on the wrong side of the road in a turn and corner. Had to choose the stone or front. What? I mean, I hope you get something. Like, do you have insurance at least for your vehicle? And my day was stressful, making 30 pallets of tomato boxes in 2 hours. Damn. How much is 30 boxes in weight? Hold on. Status. I guess I'm not live on YouTube. I should be live though, right? No, I'm live, yeah. Jimmy, can you just type something from YouTube chat? I just want to, check just in case. Oh, I was live on YouTube. Okay, okay, thanks. No, can you just type something on YouTube chat so I just know whether the chat is forwarding onto Twitch or not? Because Twitch is the mother stream. If you type on Kick, if you type on YouTube or Twitch, all the three platforms, I can see through Twitch chat basically. You can think like that. You did? Okay, you did type something, but it didn't forward, right? Why? I had to turn on search. SAR search. Search on, search mode enabled. No, forget about Kick. Can you tell me from YouTube? Forwarding true. Forwarding is working. But did you even type something on YouTube? Okay, now it goes. Okay, I can see YouTube. Jimmy just said hi. Okay, it is working. Then there's no chatters. Nobody watching live stream, I guess, at this time of the day. I've been live for 32 minutes. I think that's long enough, right? But anyway, Odyssey, despite the all the backlash that the movie is getting, the people are saying the Helen of Troy is not the right cast in the movie, or there's no Achilles in the movie and stuff like that, and some of the scenes are a bit lame. But to be honest, it felt very realistic, except for the Helen. Of course, Helen of Troy was, I don't know what he was thinking. But yeah, the story, again, this movie is about Odysseus, right? Not Helen of Troy. This is not Troy. This is what happens after after Trojan War. Yeah, Jimmy, it's working, yeah. I can see it. Yeah, this movie is like about Odysseus, right? So I'm quite sure Odysseus was like cursed for desecrating the, I think it was Apollo, right? Apollo's yeah, it was Apollo's. It does to the gods curse him, right? Basically, him and his people who attacked Troy, they all get cursed. They all die. Pretty much everyone dies except Odysseus. Odysseus somehow gets what's the word for it? Repentance? Not is that the word? Reformation, kind of a reform story. But then again, it wasn't even his fault that he fought in Trojan War. Because the reason why he fought in Trojan War was because Agamemnon was like commanded him. He was his like general, right? One of his kings. So yeah, he had no other option. He wouldn't defy a king, right? Anyways, but yeah, I liked what they did with the Greek king, the king who ordered destruction of Troy. His portrayal was good, even though it is mostly for like brief time. They don't show his face. They show him like like a figure. They show his face after he dies. Oh, I don't want to say this. I think this is a spoiler. But anyway, the Odysseus actually like meets the people who died after Trojan War because of the curse from the gods. Also, still that hot there? No, it's not hot. It's humid, very humid. It's like 80% humidity. I mean, let me just show you. Let me turn on the torch. You see these leaves? They're all wet. See, water drops. It's been raining like quite a lot. So it's like very humid. See, this completely wet. The concrete roads are wet. There's puddle of water here, puddle of water there. Anyways, it's monsoon, right? Rainy season. I thought Prefer would join the stream. He didn't even join the stream. Oh, what a disappointment. Same here, but cold. Your rains are like ice pieces falling. Have you ever had a windshield broken from the ice or hail, whatever you get? I guess hail is a bit more violent. Oh, yeah. Mosquitoes. And I have to keep walking. How is the stream quality? I'm streaming at 4000 bitrate. Is the stream quality good? Never. Really? I thought you would get like this big balls of solid ice fall on your windshields and they would break. They don't? You never seen a broken windshield? Like not just yours, but like in your locality, in your town, in and around Helsinki, any? Nah, in tropical places it gets bad. What? Tropical places? Oh, okay. But dude, Helen of Troy looks like this. What do you see right now? Yeah, this is exactly what Helen of Troy looks like in the Odyssey movie. Completely dark, extremely dark. Even the background is very dark and like poorly lit. So basically, yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, Helen of Detroit. Can't see anything. Yeah, her face is already like a darker skin tone. Upon that, the surrounding, the lightings are also very, archaic. They use oil, and Nolan actually used like proper oil lamps and torches. He didn't use any lightings, I'm quite sure. It was all like naturally. Yeah, basically this is basically Helen of Troy right now. If Helen was a guy, yeah, there you go. Helen of Troy. You can't see anything now. Great. There you go. That's it. Okay. Approaching 40 minutes of live stream. I think I'll just end the live stream. But anyway, the movie was really good. The overall movie, like solid. I would rate it 7.5. I think no, I'll rate it 8 out of 10. There are some things they could have done better. For example, the giant island could have been better. The what's the one-eyed thing called? Poseidon's kids. Poseidon's creations. The Cyclops, yeah. Cyclops Island was really good. Hades Island was quite good actually. They go and meet the dead people. That was quite nice. I liked it. The Siren one was decent. What else? Siren Island was decent, but it was very short. But I think it was like ideally perfect. It shouldn't be longer than that. What else was there which I was like really impressed me? Yeah, the most impressive one was Odysseus. After he is like extremely old, senile guy, he strings the bow and kills everyone. Everyone who's like wants to take his power and his wife. That was really like impressive what he did. And action sequence could have been better. Also, like the lighting was just so archaic, like so old school. that it was a bit hard to track all the action scenes that happened at the end, but quite good though. Still, for the authenticity it gave, quite good. Yeah, solid 8 out of 10 movie. For a Nolan movie, it's an 8. I would still rate it below Prestige, rate it below Inception without a doubt, rate it below Interstellar without a doubt, rate it higher than Dunkirk, absolutely. I didn't watch Oppenheimer, so I can't judge for that. Rate it below Prestige as well. Memento is very old, so I'm not going to compare. Actually, I never watched a single Fast and Furious movie in theater. All I watched was an HBO TV. Fast and Furious was okay. I like the part 5, the one where they rob the bank and then they drag it in with 2 cars. That one I really liked. But after that, I didn't really watch much. Now I think there are like 9 movies or something, right? Yeah, I didn't watch any of them. Yeah, that movie was really good. Fast and Furious 5. After he died, what's his name again? That the car guy. After he died, Fast and Furious wasn't the same, I guess. I don't know why people even watched it after he died. It's just the same with like Black Panther, right? After Chadwick Boseman, you can't really watch Black Panther anymore. It's not the same. "43 minutes I've been live." Paul Walker, yeah, that's right, Paul Walker. Yeah, I think actually I stopped after him. I didn't watch any movies after he died. Like I stopped watching Fast and Furious. Anyways, I think I should go to sleep. It's getting late. What time is it? Wait, let me see if my house, I can see my house, my room window lit up from here. A bit far away though. If I left my lights on, nope, I can't see anything. It's pitch black here. Yeah, this is Helen of Detroit. Helen of Detroit live stream. Can't see anything. I just started watching the latest ones which are suggested. Okay, yeah. Jimmy, can you raid? Can you raid to Teddy? I'm done with that. We're done with the stream. Can you type ! raid Teddy? Odeon 2, thanks for the Twitch Prime subscription. Getting closer to my DJI action camera goal. I think for DJI, I can't raid, my command is. What? How? But thanks and bye. Hold on, let me just type something. /raid. Did the raid start? Just let me know if the raid started. Jimmy, hello. Jimmy. Oh, sorry, I forgot that there's like about 10-second delay. Let me know when yeah, it started but slow. Okay, I'll just end the stream and the raid will go. Alright. See ya. Bye bye.